We just got 13 players leaked for Madden 24. Let's talk about it. Now, Salsas and family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day. In this one, we're going to be going over some players that are confirmed for Madden 24. Now, some of these cards were revealed by EA Sports on Twitter. Others were leaked on Twitter by an account called MuttLeaks. But overall, we're going to talk about all of it. We're going to showcase all of it in today's video to make sure you're up to date with all this Madden 24 hype. And boys, Madden 24 is almost 10 days away, so you better believe I'm going to be dropping a ton of videos talking about how you can build your team, how you can make coins, if there's any glitches. So if you want to stay up to date with all that fun stuff, be sure to hit that sub button, completely optional, but we're on the road to 200k, and I'm hoping we can hit it in 2023. That'd be awesome. I'll take you dancing. Alright, now first of all, let's talk about these Hall of Fame MUT players for Madden 24. There are 7 of them, and in terms of how these cards work, it's very, very simple. Basically, if you pre-ordered Madden 24 and you got the deluxe edition version of this game, you're going to get a pack and you're going to be able to pick one of these 7 players. Now, I don't fully know if there's more to this Hall of Fame promo. I don't know if this is going to be like a program that releases on day 1 of Madden 24 or if it's literally just these 7 cards, but we can still take a look at these players and kind of look at stats and look at some names. Now, the first card that we got right here is Joe Thomas at the left tackle position. He's going to be an 84 overall. All these cards are 84 overalls, and very similar to some of the other cards we reviewed on this channel before in Sauce Gardner, in Justin Jefferson. He's got 1 high stat, and the rest are all pretty average, which I think is a good thing for these types of players. I don't want all the stats to be really good, all of them to be like an 85. If one of them is high, though, then you can pick a player that's got a stat that you think is important. So Joe Thomas is the first card. Now, card number 2 is a Joe Klecko right here at the defensive tackle position. Overall, he looks fairly mid. He's got 83 block shed, 81 power move, so some versatility. He can play run deep. He can actually pass rush a little bit. Decent speed, decent acceleration. Seems like a solid card. And if you've got like a good day 1 team and a lot of rookie premieres and you're looking for like a filler player, well, this card will be good for you. Now, next up, it's Darrelle Revis right here, fellas. And also, just want to say, you guys better believe I'm going to make a video going through and talking about my favorite one of these cards. That'll be fairly soon. But of course, we've got more players than just these 7 to talk about in today's video. But we got Darrelle Revis right here, 83 speed, 83 acceleration. Seems decent. Like I showed you guys before, it doesn't seem like speed is going to be higher than the overall on really many cards in this game, and that trend is going to continue with Darrelle Revis. So his speed isn't terrible. His zone and his man are very, very balanced. Good press, good jumping. A very balanced card. Definitely one of the better picks and a good player. Now, next up, we got Rondé Barber, who, when you compare to the Darrelle Revis, he don't look very good, man. 80 speed, 81 acceleration. There's nothing really that good about this player. His zone and his main are solid, but again, that's basically the same as Darrelle Revis. Jumping, agility, play rec, press. This card's just not that amazing, but of course, if you're a Bucks fan and you got that Bucks theme team, hey, you can use this player. But if you're a Bucks fan, I'm not a fan of you. Saints are better, buddy. I'm sorry. Next up, we got Chuck Howley. I've never heard of this man in my life. He's a cowboy, a middle linebacker, 82 speed, 85 hit power. And in terms of how middle linebackers will play in Madden 24, I'm not suspecting that they're going to have a major role on too many teams. Very similar to what we've seen in past years where safeties have really been the meta to use as your users. I think that's going to be a trend we see in Madden 24, so this card might not be super valuable. Now, next up, we have potentially the best player of these options, DeMarcus Ware, an 84 overall left outside linebacker with 83 speed and 82 acceleration. Now, that might not sound like much because you're used to Madden 23 where everyone's got high speed. All these pass rushers are really quick, but boys, that's the same speed as Darrelle Revis, and that is faster than Rondé Barber. Those stats are great. Now, he's also really good at pass rushing. He's got 84 block shed, 82 power move, 83 finesse move. This might just be the best player. Again, we'll make a full video talking about my favorite picks, but wow, this card has some damn good stats. Now, finally, the last option right here is Zachary Thomas. Not sure if his full name is actually Zachary, but Zach Thomas right here, 82 speed, 83 acceleration. Another middle linebacker. Neither of them really move me, but overall, I mean, hey, if you're a fan of Zach Thomas, he's getting a card. You can use him if you like to. Okay, so those are 7 players, but we actually have 13 cards we're going to be showcasing in today's video. Now, the next players I'm going to show you aren't cards with overalls and stats, but they are players that are confirmed to be coming in this game and coming in the field pass, fellas. As you guys can see right here, let's reveal them. First of all, we got Reggie White, and if you're thinking to yourself, Swift, what in the world are you showing me on your screen? This isn't a MUT card. This doesn't really look like anything. This is a tweet from MuttLeaks. If you didn't know, MuttLeaks is an account on Twitter who's batting 100%. They don't miss, bro. They they leak a bunch of stuff for Madden, whether it's some stuff about the field pass, whether it's like the competitive pass, maybe promos. They leak a ton of stuff, and they're going to be accurate basically every single time. So what they've done right here is they have leaked some of the players in the Madden 24 field pass. This also confirms that the field pass will be back for Madden 24. But the first guy we got right here is Reggie White, fellas. I'm suspecting this will be one of the better players in the field pass, because typically the way they do it is like the current day guys are the lower overalls and then the legends are the higher overalls. So this might just be one of the best players you can possibly pick up in Madden. This could maybe be like an 89 overall card who, once you get to the end of the field pass, you can earn. Hey, he looks pretty good. Now next up we got DeAndre Hopkins. Interesting selection, but a fun one, to be honest with you. He's obviously got the Cardinals jersey on right here. Now he's a member of the Tennessee Titans, but he will be a player getting a card in the field pass. We'll see what overall. I'm not sure if this is going from like highest overall to lowest. I think it might be, but let's look at the other options. Now the player after that is going to be Jalen Ramsey, and I want to say I take that back. I hope Jalen Ramsey is better than DeAndre Hopkins. The photos that they have here are low-key cursed because Jalen Ramsey is now injured. DeAndre Hopkins is now no longer on the Cardinals, but hey, regardless, Jalen Ramsey will be getting a card in the field pass, and he should be a high overall one, should be a fun one. Then finally, the last man we got from the field pass is going to be this DeAndre Swift player item right here. So a lot of players that they've selected have now changed teams or have gotten injured, which is kind of funny to see, but I would suspect DeAndre Swift will probably be the lowest overall of these options. Just a hunch though, not fully sure, and we don't even know how we earn these cards. Maybe they'll all be the same overall. Maybe you get to pick one of them and upgrade them. Who knows? We'll see soon though. Now on the screen right here, as you guys can see, this player I'm going to show you also says it's from the field pass, but I think this is actually from the competitive field pass, fellas. As you guys can see, the border for the card is different than the border of the cards that you guys saw before. The border for the cards we saw before was more colorful. It had more rainbows, whereas this one right here is X's and O's. And in terms of how the competitive field pass looks right now in Madden 23, it's kind of a similar trend. It's going to be red. The cards backgrounds are fairly similar to this, and I would suspect that these players we're looking at might be from the competitive field pass. We'll see though. And also, interestingly enough, there are two players I'm going to show you right here. So hey, you know what? Maybe the field pass is going to be a fantasy pack and you get to pick one of two, or maybe there's two players in the competitive field pass. We'll see. But card number one right here is going to be George Pickens. It's actually kind of hard to see, but I believe that is George Pickens right there. So that'll be a fan favorite. I feel like a lot of people in my comment section really love George Pickens. So hey, you know what? He's going to be getting a card, and I think he might be the first field pass master. We'll see though. Now player number two is going to be AJ Terrell. So honestly, two really good picks. I think both these cards will have great stats. If it's a fantasy pack and you get to pick one of them, I think that would be a fun way of doing it. Now again, we don't know if that's going to be the case because we don't have more Madden Ultimate Team information, but we will be getting a ton of MUT info soon. Like the game is coming out in not that long and we don't know a ton yet, so expect we're going to get bombarded with news in the not so distant future. I'm definitely excited for all that good stuff. I'm excited to hear the players. I'm excited to hear the changes for the game mode. Honestly, probably more excited to hear the changes for the game mode, so we'll see what they do when it comes to all that stuff. But stay on the lookout on the channel for more Madden videos, and if you guys want to check out how you can play Madden 24 in the earliest way possible, because there's actually a couple interesting things you can do to potentially play Madden earlier, or actually 100% play Madden earlier than August 15th, click this video you see on the screen. I think you're going to enjoy it, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.